Hi, I'm Tim.
I'm NyHavn.
And I'm Toy.
Welcome to episode number 47 of MyDenmarkTV.com. In this episode, we're going to try to find out what is the best building in Copenhagen and what is the worst, just for fun. Now, Copenhagen is no Paris. After all, the Danes certainly never had the wealth that the French had when they were building up their capital city. But Copenhagen is a beautiful place, by all accounts.
And I agree, Tim, because I think everyone has spent some time here in Copenhagen knows that this is a very beautiful city. Personally, I think the most beautiful places in Copenhagen is the Marble Church with the fourth largest dome in whole Europe and the Round Tower.
The Round Tower, and as a nice bonus, when you climb up there, you get a great view of the city.
That's true. And what about you, NyHavn?
My favorite building here in Copenhagen is the former stock exchange building. Okay. The one with the four serpents. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a great building.
Yeah.
But what about the worst building?
The worst building, yeah, I have to go for the Opera House.
The new Opera House. Funded by Maersk McKinney Møller, the richest man in Denmark.
Yeah.
And he gifted the country with what some would say is, not the best building, but, well, he tried.
Yeah.
Well, every city has its ugly ducklings, that's for sure. And I can tell you what mine is. It's actually right behind us.
Oh, this one.
The SAS Hotel, which was built by Arne Jacobsen, who all Danes certainly know who he is, and he's done a lot of design work in Denmark. And this, I just don't think he really got this one, you know. Maybe when it was built it was more beautiful, but it really hasn't stood the test of time, in my opinion.
So, earlier today, we went to NyHavn to ask the people on the street about what they thought the most beautiful and the ugliest building in town.
They certainly weren't all agreed.
Well, let's check it out. What would you say is the most beautiful building here in Copenhagen?
The most beautiful building would be the Marble Church, just down here. The big church just behind the Queen's Palace.
Say Christiania, because it's got this Copenhagen feeling about it. It's like, it's an old place here, everybody knows it here. It's got personality as well.
I'm not sure about a specific building, but I like the buildings in Christiania.
Yeah.
The ones that they built for themselves without asking permission from architects or anything like that.
I think my favorite building in Copenhagen would be the new theater stage right over there.
Yeah.
I just like the design.
Yeah.
Probably the Black Diamond.
Yeah.
Just because I really like glass and it's really strange and I just like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about an older building called Glyptoteket.
Yeah.
I like it because it's very classical and nice to look at. So that's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
The Black Diamond, for example, is very beautiful. And the New Credit building, we have a bank they call New Credit. It's a very beautiful tall building. Most of the offices building, the new offices building, are very beautiful.
I would definitely go for Glyptoteket, that is next to Tivoli.
I find that the most beautiful building, or at least one of them, is the new Opera House, built by A.P. Møller, because it forms a very good tribute to the small what do you call it, castle place. And
building. I would think, for me, coming from England, I really think that Amalienborg is actually quite amazing because it is very accessible. You can get up right close to it, and you just feel like that it's a reflection of the Danish people in the sense that everything has no boundaries over here. Coming from the UK, where Buckingham Palace is also a very attractive royal building, it's very guarded and it's very protected. So for me, I'm very proud to think that I can get very close to Amalienborg.
Yeah, okay. But which building you like the least?
The least building, I would possibly say that I find the SAS Scandinavian building, which is out on a mare. I know it comes with an awful lot of proud Danish history and architectural appreciation and designer background, but for me personally, I really don't see how it complements the skyline when you actually look around that part of Copenhagen city. So that's just my opinion, though.
All right. The new Opera House.
Why?
Because I think they were trying to go for something new and modern, and I don't think they succeeded. It's like a round shape with a lid on it.
but on the inside it's very beautiful.
This building is maybe the Radisson Hotel, because I don't find that it is too stylish anymore. It was very nice some years ago, but it could be rebuilt or at least make new. I don't know.
I don't like the museum. The National Museum.
National Museum.
Yeah, it's very ugly. It's in the middle of the city, not far from Tivoli, but it has nothing attractive. But there are many nice things inside. But in terms of building, it's not so beautiful. Yeah.
Personally, I don't really like the opera. Yeah. It's right behind us, so we have to look at it every day. The more you look at it, the uglier it gets. So I don't like it very much.
I understand what you're saying.
It's not the ugliest, but it's...
Yeah, it's not so nice.
I don't know, everybody's talking about the diamond, the black diamond on the up at the main square.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't like that one. But they're tearing it down now. So.
Yeah.
The ugliest one was on NyHavn 69, but it's not there anymore, so that was the ugliest one.
Yes, they torn it down.
Yeah.
I think the whole of Copenhagen I liked. I don't think of any ugly buildings.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
And very interesting because we can find that people think that it's hard to find ugliest places here in Copenhagen.
Definitely. Most of the answers are actually quite positive.
Indeed, indeed. So the question is, what do you think? Because we know that we have loads of viewers here in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and also that have lived here before, or will be coming here. So leave us your comments right below.
And remember to share this episode with your friends.
And of course you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/mydenmarktv. Well, that's it for today.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
So see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye-bye. In this episode, we're going to look into...
Sorry.
I didn't know we started out either.